Hello everyone, welcome back to the class of social studies. So today we are going to start with a very new topic of history, that is how, when and where. So here we are going to start with the introduction of James Rellin. He was the leading British geographer of his modern time period, and he constructed the first nearly accurate map of India. He was born on December 3rd, 1742 in England and died on March 29, 1830. So here we are going to discuss about the East India Company. Basically, East India Company formed for the exploitation of trade with East and Southeast Asia and India. Basically, the activities of the company in China in 19th century also served as a catalytic for the expansion of British influence there. So this picture shows you the official of East India Company riding in an Indian procession. In this we are going to discuss about the past versus present. So here we call the past before and present we call the after. At present, history is a wider concept which includes how and what concepts they are included, like example, how people earn their livelihood, what did they produce and eat. Now we are going to discuss about the criteria of periodize. So according to James Mill, and he is a Scottish economist and political philosopher. According to him, he divided history into three periods, that is Hindu, Muslim, British. Now it's about the prior to British rule. What happened at the time of prior to British rule? Basically, before Britishers took over India, there were Hindu Muslim rulers who ruled or who used to exploit India. Furthermore, India strongly believed in caste system, multiple religion, superstitions, etc. So basically, James Mill felt that only British rule could civilize India and teach them manners, art, and laws. So this picture shows you the periodization of history, that is ancient, medieval and modern. And here the some pictures also given about ancient, medieval and modern. Time notation, there are two types of time notation in history, that is AD, and that means Anno Domini, and BC, that means before Christ, and are used to label or number year in the Julian or Georgian calendars. So basically the term Anno Domini is medieval Latin and means in the year of the Lord, and the term before Christ an epoch used in dating years prior to the estimated birth of Jesus. Basically BC means before the birth. BC means the time period before the birth of Jesus Christ, and AD means after the birth of Jesus Christ. So this picture shows you the five types of caste in Hinduism. First one is Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra and the Dalits. Brahmins includes priests and academics. Kshatriya includes warriors and kings. Vaishya includes business community. Shudras includes servants, subordinate, Vaishyas, Kshatriya and Brahmins. And last one, Dalits, includes untouchables, to all the lower order work, or we can say subordinate to all. So it's all about the administrative record. Basically, official records of the British administration are some important sources of modern Indian history. So in this, the British maintained strict control over the administration and ensured that all the administration actions were well documented, and the British also made efforts to preserve those documents also, that comes from village tehsildar to court. All the government department maintain in their record rooms. So next one, survey become important. Why survey become important? Because the British believe that the rule any country effectively, it is required to know that the country properly, and they prepare detailed maps of the entire country were prepared during the early 19th century. And the last third point, that is revenue survey. Revenue survey were conducted in the villages to know about the topography, soil quality, flora, fauna, local history and the cropping pattern. And the very last term, that is colonialism. Basically, colonialism is the establishment, or we can say that the exploitation, maintenance of colonies in one territory by people from the another territory, and it is a set of unequal relationships between the colonial power and the colony, or we can say that the colonization is with the simple meaning, that is capturing one country by another country. And the best example for this colonialism is the British colonized our country, that is the British colonized India. This is the best example of colonialism. So it's all about the how, when and where. Hope you like the video.